Grade 10, Quarter 1, Revision 1. For solving equation, I want you to remember the order of operation. We first start by the brackets, then the exponents, okay, or powers, then the division and multiplication, then the addition and subtraction. Okay, but here we are solving an equation, so we have an unknown. So we will follow these steps, but in reverse. So the addition and subtraction first, then the division and multiplication, then the exponents, then the bracket. Okay, as you see here, the addition and subtraction, division and multiplication, then the exponents, then the brackets. Okay, let's start with find the value of x for each of the following. So we have x plus 3 equal 5. So we'll send the 3 to the other side. So it's x equal 5 minus 3. So x will be equal to 2. Okay, then we have 3x equal 15. So 3 is multiplied to x. So if we send it to the other side, it will be divided. So it's x equal 15 divided 3. So x equal to 5. Okay, then we have 2x minus 5 equal 5. Remember the order of operation, we'll go in reverse. First the addition and the subtraction, then the division and multiplication. So we have a subtraction here. So we'll send the 5 to the other side first to be 2x equal 5 plus 5. So 2x equal to 10. Then the division and multiplication. So 2 is multiplied to x, so we'll send it to the other side. It will be divided. So 10 will be divided by 2. We'll have x equal 10 divided 2. So x is equal to 5. Okay, now we have x minus 2 divide 3 equal 4. Here x and negative 2 both are divided by 3. So we have no operation to start with except this. So we'll send the 3 to the other side. It's divided. Now it will be multiplied. So x minus 2 be equal to 4 times 3. So x minus 2 is equal to 12. Then x is equal to 12 plus 2. Then x is equal to 14. Okay, find the value of x for each of the following. Now we have 3x minus 3 equals 7 plus 2x. Okay, so we have x in both sides of the equation. So we want to put them in one side. So we'll take the 2x and put it there. It will be negative 2x. Then the negative 3 will go there, and it will be positive 3. So it's 3x minus 2x equals 7 plus 3. So it's x equal to 10. As 3 minus 2 is 1 on x, and 7 plus 3 is 10. Okay, so we have 5 multiplied by both x and negative 2 is equal to 10 plus 3x. Okay, we have no other choice except multiplying the 5 by to break this bracket. So we'll multiply 5 by x and 5 by negative 2. So we have 5x minus 5 times 2 equals 10 plus 3x. So we'll unify the x's in one side of the equation. So I'll send the 3x to the other side. It will be negative 3x, and the negative 5 times 2 is 10. So we'll send the negative 3x to the other side. It will be negative 3x, and the negative 10 will be sent to the other side to be positive 10. So 5x minus 3x equal 10 plus 10. Here is 2x equal 20. So 2 is multiplied by x. We'll send it to the other side. So it's x equal 20 over 2. So x is equal to 10. Okay, so we have negative 4 multiplied by both 10 plus 3x minus, here minus is negative 1, multiplied by x and positive 8 is equal to 9. So first we will break the brackets. So 4 will be multiplied by 10 and will be multiplied by 3x, and the negative 1 will be multiplied by x and multiplied by 8. So we have negative 4 times 10 minus 4 times 3x minus x minus 8 as negative x, negative 8 equal negative 9. Okay, so we'll solve this. Negative 4 times 10 is 40, and 4 times 3 is 12, and here 8 and here 9. Okay, let's unify the x's. Negative 12x minus x is negative 13x. Okay, and negative 40 and negative 8 is negative 48 equal negative 9. So You'll send the negative 48 to the other side. It will be negative 9 plus 48. So it's negative 13x equal negative 9 plus 48. So it's negative 13x equal 39. So it's x equal to 39 divided by negative 13. So x is equal to negative 3. Okay, now we have 7x plus 8 multiplied to x, and negative 3 equal to 12 minus 3x. So first of all, we want to get this x alone, so we will break this bracket, so 8 times x and 8 times negative 3, so it's 7x plus 8, x minus 8 times 3 equal 12 minus 3x. So it's 7x plus 8x minus 24 equal 12 minus 3x. We'll get this 3 to the other side, it's negative 3, so it will be positive 3. Then the negative 24, we'll send it to the other side, it will be positive 24. So here's 7x plus 8x plus 3x equal 12 plus 24. So add these values, so it's 18x equal 36. Then x will be equal to 36 divide 18, so x will be equal to 2. Absolute value. If you watch the flash, if you know the reverse flash, if you put him inside the absolute value here, he will turn to the flash. Okay, so if you have a negative number, it's inside the absolute value, it will give us the number, but without the negativity. Okay, if we have the flash himself inside the absolute value, nothing will happen to him. He will go out the same as he is, the flash. So if you have positive number inside the absolute value, it will go back as it is. So the absolute value, it only take out the negativity. So when we have the reverse flash, it takes out the negativity, so we have the flash, or when we have the negative flash, it gives us the flash. So here when we have a negative number, it will give us a positive number. If we have a positive number, it will do nothing to it. So its job is just to remove the negative. Okay, find the value of x for each of the following. Okay, now we have x equal absolute value of negative 1. You remember, its job is to remove the negative, so x is equal to 1. Okay, here x equal the absolute value of 9. It will remain the same, so x is equal to 9. Okay, now we have the absolute value of x is equal to 3. So we don't know the value of x, whether it was a positive number or a negative number. And if it was a negative number, the absolute value will remove it. So we'll have to put both possibilities. Like we have two possibilities here, like x is equal to 3 or x is equal to negative 3. We have to consider both possibilities. They are both potential values of x. Okay. So let's find the value of each of the following. Let's say we have 1 plus x inside the absolute value equals 7. So there is two choices here, whether it's 1 plus x equals 7 or 1 plus x equal to negative 7. So if it's 1 plus x equals 7, you will send 1 to the other side, so x will be equal to 7 minus 1, so x will be equal to 6 here. And the other possibility is 1 plus x equal to negative 7, so we'll send the 1 to the other side as we did here, so it'll be negative 7 minus 1, so x will be equal to negative 8. Okay, find the value of x for each of the following. Let's say we have, okay, not x here, we have y, so it's 4 and 2y minus 7 plus 13 equal 9. So first of all, you will try to solve this. You will consider this as a variable. Now let's consider this as x or any other variable, okay? This part here. So start solving it normally. Remember the order of operation, the addition and subtraction first. So it will be 4 and absolute value of 2y minus 7 equal 9 minus 13. So it will be 4 and absolute value of 2y minus 7 equal negative 4. Then send the 4 to the other side. It will be 2y minus 7 under the absolute value, and negative 4 divided by 4. so it will be equal to -1. So now we have two choices here, whether it's 2y minus 7 equal to -1 or 2y minus 7 equal to 1. So let's take the first choice. If it's 2y minus 7 equal -1, so 2y will be equal to -1 plus 7. We'll send that 7 to the other side. So it's 2y equals 6, then y will be equal to 6 divided 2, then y will be equal to 3. Okay, now it's 2y minus 7, we'll send the 7 to the other side, then it's 2y equal 1 plus 7, then 2y will be equal to 8. Then the y will be equal to 8 divided 2, then it will be equal to 4. Okay, let's say we have 5 minus 3 and the absolute value of 2 plus 2w equal to -7. So first, we'll send the 5 here to the other side. So it's -3 and the absolute value of 2 plus 2w equal -7 minus 5. Then it will be -12. Then send the other -3 here. It's multiplied to this expression here. It will be sent to be divided by -12. So it's 2 plus 2w equal -12 divided by -3. So -12 over -3 is 4. Then we'll have two choices, whether it is 2 plus 2w equal 4 or 2 plus 2w equal to -4. So regarding the first choice, we will go with we'll send the 2 to the other side, so it's 2w equal 4 minus 2, so it's 2w equal 2, then the w equal 2 divide 2, so the w is equal to 1. Or we have 2 plus 2w equal -4, we send the 2 to the other side, so it's 2w equal -4 minus 2, so it's 2w equal to -6, then the w will be equal to -6 over 2, so the w will be equal to -3. Okay, it's 4w minus 1 equal 5w plus 37. So it's whether it's 4w minus 1 equal 5w plus 37 or it's 4w minus 1 equal to -5w minus 37. So regarding the first choice, we will send 1 to the other side, so the 4 to the other side here and 37 here. So we have 5w minus 4w and -37 minus 1. So it's -38, so w is equal to -38. Or we have 4w minus 1 minus 5w minus 37. So we'll send the 5w here to the other side. It will be 5 positive 5w and the -1 to the other side, so it will be plus 1. So it's 4 plus 5w equal -37 plus 1. So it's 9w equal to -36. So w will be equal to -36 divided by 9. So the w will be equal to -4. Okay, so here we have 2 equal 4 minus n equal to -3n. So first we'll take the 2 to the other side. So it's absolute value of 4 minus n equal to -3 over 2n. Okay, so we'll have two choices here, whether it is 4 minus n equal to -3n over 2 or it's 4 minus n equal to positive 3n over 2. So regarding the first choice, let's turn it to decimal. So it's 4 minus n equal -1.5n, and 3 over 2 is 1.5. Then we will send the n here to the other side. So it's 4. Okay, send this n to the other side. So it's -n plus 1.5n equal to -4. We'll send the 4 to the other side. So then we will have 0.5n equal -4. So we'll send the 0.5 to the other side. So it's n equal -4 over 0.5. So the n will be equal to -8. Okay, other choice here. It's 4 minus n equal 3 over 2n. So you will send the -n to the other side. So 1.5n plus n equal to 4. So it's 2.5n equal 4. So we'll send the 2.5 to the other side by divide. So it's 4 over 2.5 is equal to n. So n is equal to 1.6. Okay, solving inequality. Let's say we have smaller than or equal, bigger than or equal, and bigger than. You have x smaller than 1. Let's represent that in the number line. We have the 1 here, and it's greater than x. So the values of x must be smaller than 1. We will go to the value smaller than 1. So we will go to the left side. So it's 0, -1, -2, -3, and so on. But it's smaller than, only smaller than. There is no equal here. So the 1 will not be included with us. It will be excluded. Okay? Okay. And in the other hand, let's say we have x is smaller than or equal. You see the equal here? It will include 1. So we will have the value of 1 included with us. So it's a closed circle. We have the 1 with us. Okay. Now you will go to the x is greater than or equal to 1. So x is greater than or equal to 1. So x will have all the values starting from 1 and greater than 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, let's say x is only greater than 1. Okay, x is only greater than 1. So x, we will start from 1 to the other numbers, but 1 will not be included with us. Okay, let's say we have 2 smaller than or equal x. So let's represent it in the number line. So x is greater than or equal to, let's say x is greater than 2. So we'll start from 2 to the end. Okay, let's say we have x is smaller than or equal 1. We have 1 here, and x is smaller than or equal 1. So we'll go to the left. Okay, 2 smaller than x. It's the same as here. So it will be only an open circle, and the same as here. 2 smaller than x. Okay, let's say x smaller than 1. So we'll start from 1, open circle, and it will go to the left. Okay, -2 smaller than or equal x, smaller than or equal 1. Okay, -2 smaller than or equal x, smaller than or equal 1. So it's from here to here. Then -2 smaller than x, smaller than 1. It's the same as here, but only it will be open circle, because there is no equal, smaller than only. So the -2 and the 1 will not be included with us, they will be excluded. Okay, and the final one, it's -2 smaller than x and smaller than or equal -1. So here the -2 will not be included, then the 1 will be included. Okay, warning. If we multiplied or divided any side of an inequality by a negative number, we must invert the inequality sign. Such as, let's say we have x over -5 is smaller than 3. So we will multiply the 3 by -5. Okay, so you see here what happened? The inequality sign flipped because we multiplied by a negative number, and the same as in division. The inequality sign will be flipped. Okay, solve each inequality, graph the solution set on the number line. Okay, before we solve the inequality, I want you to remember one thing. The inequality is exactly the same as equations. So we'll take the same steps here used in solving equations in the inequalities. So let's start. We have 4 and it's multiplied by 5x plus 7 smaller than or equal 13. So we will take the 4 to the other side. It will be divided by 13 divided 4. So it's 5x plus 7 smaller than or equal 13 over 4. So it's 5x plus 7 smaller than or equal 3.25. Then we'll send the 7 to the other side. So it's 5x equals 3.25 minus 7. It will be -3.75. Then send the 5 by divide to the other side, so it's x smaller than or equal negative 3.75 over 5. So x will be smaller than or equal negative 0.75. So let's represent that in the number line. It's 0, it's between the 0 and the negative 1. So we'll write it here. And it's smaller than 0.75, so it will go to the left. Okay, now we have 20 minus 3n greater than 7n. So the first thing we will do, send the 3n to the other side. 7n plus 3n is 20 greater than 7n plus 3n. So it's 20 greater than 10n. So let's send the 10 to the other side. It will be divided by 20. So it's 20 over 10 greater than n. Then n 2 is greater than n. So we'll start from 2. It's greater than n, then the n is smaller than 20. It will go to the left. Okay, now we will solve absolute inequalities. Okay, let's say we have x smaller than or equal negative 4. Okay, so remember the absolute, it will remove the negative, so x is smaller than or equal 4. So start here from the 4, then we will go to the left. Okay, let's say x is greater than the absolute value of 2, so it's only x greater than 2. Then let's represent that in the number line. We'll start from 2 and go to the right. Okay, now the absolute value of x is smaller than 1. Okay, now we have two choices. Whether it is x smaller than 1, okay, here, we'll go to the left, or let's say and here. It's x greater than negative 1. Okay, x greater than negative 1. So here it will be, here it will go to the right. So let's remove the excess here. So this is the solution set here. The solution in the number line is here. It's from the negative 1 to the 1, and both will not be included. So what happened here? Remember, we multiply by negative 1 to one side, so the inequality sign flipped. Okay, so what is the difference between and or here? It will be an and if we have greater than or equal, and we will have an or if we have smaller than or equal. Like when what we have here, it's and, because we have to flip them, and in the or you don't have to remove the excessive part from the two parts. You'll see it in the next slides. So let's say here we have 3x plus 1 greater than 2. So it's whether it is 3x plus 1 greater than 2 or 3x plus 1 smaller than negative 2. So we will send the 1 to the other side. So 3x greater than 2 minus 1. So 3x greater than 1. Then the x greater than 1 over 3. So let's say 1 over 3 is between the 0 and the 1, so it will be here, and it's greater than, so it will move to the right. Okay, now we have 3x plus 1 smaller than negative 2, so let's send the 1 to the other side. So it's 3x smaller than negative 2 minus 1, so it's 3x smaller than negative 3. So let's send the 3 to the other side. It's x smaller than negative 3 over 3, so x is smaller than negative 1. So it's from here to the end. So they're or, because they did not, we didn't have to remove the excess part from each one. They didn't even touch each other. Okay. Now solve each inequality, grab the solution set. Okay, we have 2x plus 2 minus 7 smaller than or equal negative 5. So first of all, we will move the negative 7 to the other side. So it's 2x plus 2, the absolute value of 2x plus 2, smaller than or equal negative 5 plus 7. So negative 5 plus 7 will be 2. Then we will have two choices, whether it is 2x plus 2 smaller than or equal to, and here it's and, okay? It's 2x plus 2 greater than or equal -2. So it's 2x smaller than or equal 2 minus 2. So it's 2x smaller than or equal 0. Of course, if we send to the other side, it will remain 0. So x is smaller than or equal 0. Let's store that in the number line. So x will be smaller than or equal 0. So we'll move to the left. Now we have 2x plus 2 greater than or equal -2. So we'll send the 2 to the other side, -2 to the other side, -2. So we have 2x greater than or equal -2 minus 2. It's 2x greater than or equal -4. Then send the 2 to the other side. It's x greater than or equal -4 over 2. So x is greater than or equal -2. So it will start from here and it will go to the right. Now remove the excessive part from both, so we will have it from here. It's -2. It's from -2 to 0. Okay, let's say we have 2w plus 8 under the absolute value, or all divided by 5, and they're all greater than or equal 3. So first of all, we'll send the 5 to the other side. So it's 2w plus 8 under the absolute value greater than 3 times 5. So it's 2w plus 8 under the absolute value greater than or equal 15. Then here we will have two choices. Whether it is 2w plus 8 greater than or equal 15, or it's 2w plus 8 smaller than or equal -15. So first here we'll send the 8 to the other side, so it's 15 minus 8. It will be 2w greater than 7, then send the 2. 7 w is greater than or equal 7 over 2, so w is greater than or equal 3.5. Let's go here. It's 3.5, it's between the 3 and the 4. Let's start from here and go to the right. It's greater than or equal. Okay, now we have 2w plus 8 is smaller than or equal -15. So we'll send the 8 to the other side, so the 2w will be smaller than or equal -23. So w will be smaller than or equal -23 over 2, so w will be smaller than or equal -11.5. So -11.5 will be between the -11 and -12. So it's here. And we will go to the left as it's smaller than the -11.5. Okay, now let's say we have the absolute value of 4 minus 5x smaller than 13. So we have two choices, whether it is 4 minus 5x smaller than 13, or it is 4 minus 5x greater than -13. So let's start with the first one. It's minus 5x smaller than 13 minus 4. We send the 4 to the other side, so it's -5x smaller than 9. Then send the 5 to the other side, so it's x greater than 9 divided 5. Why did we flip the inequality sign here from smaller than to greater than? Because we divided with a negative number. Okay, so now x is greater than -1.8. Okay, here is -1.8, it's here. So x is greater than, so it will move to the right. Okay, now we have 4 minus 5x greater than -13. So move the 4 to the other side. It's -13 minus 4, so it will be -17. Then divide the -5. Remember, it will flip the inequality sign. So it's -17 divided by -5, so x smaller than them. So x smaller than 3.4. Let's see here. 3.4 is between the 3 and the 4. So it's here and it's smaller than, it will go here. So let's remove the excessive part. You see here, they intersect with each other. So this was an and, not an or. As a negative here forced us to flip them at the end. So here it's an and. So we'll remove the excessive part. So this is the solution here. Okay, solving for a variable. It's exactly the same as solving equations, but this time we will not deal with numbers. We will deal with variables. We will isolate one variable in terms of the others. Let's see here. Let's solve the following for D. Let's say we have C is equal to D plus 1 over 3. So we want to know the value of D. So first of all, we multiply the C 3 will be multiplied by the C. So it's 3C equal to D plus 1. So it was divided, will go to be multiplied. So we have 2D plus 1, send the 1 to the other side, so it's 3C minus 1 equal to D. Then the last thing here is to send the 2 by divide to the other side. So it's 3C minus 1 over 2 equal to D. Okay, the surface area of a cylinder A is given by A equal 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, where r is the radius and h is the height. Solve for h. Okay, they want us to solve for h. So let's get the value of h here, or the expression of h. Okay, h here is our target. So first, we'll send this expression in 2 pi r squared to the other side. So it's a minus 2 pi r squared. Then send these 2 pi r, they're all multiplied to h, so send them all to be divided, so a minus 2 pi r divide this 2 pi r. So h is equal to a minus 2 pi r squared over 2 pi r. Okay, now the point of all of this, they want us to get the vi, okay? So they want us to solve for the vi. So, and this is our choices here. Okay, let's solve for the vi. This is the rule here, f equal m, v final minus v initial over t. So first of all, the m or the t, we can start by either one of them, So it's f over m, we'll send the m by divide to the other side. Then the t, it was divided here, the m was multiplied, so I'll send it as a divides and to be divided. And the t here was divided, so we'll send it to be multiplied. So ft over m equal vf minus vi. Then send the vf to the other side, so ft over m minus vf equal negative vi. It's negative vi, so we want the vi, pure vi, so we multiply both sides by negative 1. So negative ft over m plus vf, as it was negative, it will be positive, equal vi. Okay, let's just rearrange them to make them look better. So it's vi equal vf, here it's positive, minus ft over m. Let's see whether it matches any one of the choices here. Yes, it matches this one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the point here, they want us to solve for r here. Okay, and these are our choices. Okay, so we have f equal q1 q2 over 4 pi eo r squared. Okay, so first of all, we will send the r, it's divided here, send it to be multiplied, so it's f r squared q1 q2 over 4 pi eo. So, and we'll send the f to the other side to be divided, so it's r1 equal q1 q2 over 4 pi eo f. Then the final step here is to get rid of the square. How to get rid of the square? Get the absolute value to both sides. The absolute value to the r square, it will be r, then it will be get the not the square root of both sides. So the square root of r squared will be r, and the square root of this expression. Okay, now we have got r. Let's look at the choices here. None of them matches our result here, but don't worry. The 4 here, if you look at the 4, if the square root of 4 is what? Is 2, but here it's divided, so it's q1 q2 over 4, so it's the square root of 1 over 4 is 1 over 2, so it's 1 over 2 q1 q2 over pi eof. So this is the one here. Okay, that's it for today. This part is just for fun.